Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, Saggies, let's go ahead and jump on in, see what message we've got for Sag right now. We have got serendipity, card number 18. We got a four-leaf clover. There's something very auspicious occurring. There's some kind of good luck, good fortune. There's a little bit of magic afoot here. And it's something that I don't know if Sag is going to find themselves at the right place at the right time. Something fabulous is going to be happening that they couldn't have necessarily planned. We've got an Ace of Cups. Okay, so very emotionally satisfying. This, I love this little otter card so much. It just looks like this little otter is like staring into my eyes, like, love me. Like, don't you think I'm adorable? Don't you love me? I feel like someone is going to, I don't know if they're going to be love struck immediately by by Sag. I don't know why I was about to say Capricorn. Um, this feels like someone could have a beard or facial hair, by the way, but it feels like it's an unexpected, like somebody turns around and there's Sag and they're just kind of blown away. They could be carrying something in their arms that is reflective. Um, I don't know. I doubt it's a bucket of water or an abalone shell, but that's what the otter has here. They could be like in a store carrying something, carrying a mirror, carrying something, and they turn around. This could be somebody who's at work or something, and they turn around, and to them, it's like Sag. You notice in the reflection here, we have the dove flying overhead. There's something that like instantly they feel a sense of peace. They feel their heart open up. It feels like a love at first sight kind of story right now. It feels like someone did not expect to see Sag or meet Sag. Inspiration of Pentacles, again, with that sudden light bulb moment. This would be a page of Pentacles in any other deck. Maybe this is somebody who had to go deliver bottles of water to Sag's house or something. And it's like, I can't believe it. I just start working for this company. I'm the water delivery person. And I show up and Sag opens the door and it's like, oh my God, now I understand why I got this job. I was supposed to be here to meet them. It feels very like not just serendipitous. It feels, look at this. Oh my God. We've got the sun and we've got the nine of cups. This is obviously the goose that laid the golden eggs. This is so much happiness, so much clarity. This feels like somebody is love struck, thunderstruck. Is that a Justin Timberlake song? Love struck. This this is not an average kind of a day. We've got a Six of Swords sideways. It's a day that kind of starts out mellow, kind of starts out like, I'm still moving through life. I'm still kind of just getting into a more placid energy. I'm still moving on from old heartbreaks, or I'm, in the process of shifting, growing, changing, releasing some old stuff because this card was sideways. Maybe Sag feels the exact same way that this person feels. The fact that it's sideways, it always makes me think of like it's a two-way street. Um, and with that little good luck, good fortune thing, I don't know. Now, of course, I'm thinking about anything Irish. I'm thinking about St. Patrick's Day. I'm thinking about um, maybe somewhere around St. Patrick's Day. But this just feels like everything falls into perfect alignment. We've got a Two of Pentacles, Spirit of Pentacles upright, and the Perspective, which is the Hanged Man card in the other deck. I'm going to say both people think of it the same way. If this is a sudden, unexpected meeting, I feel like it happens on a very average day in a very average way. And I almost think that somebody immediately understands why they ended up changing their plans that afternoon, because when they meet this person and it just clicks, it's like, I get it now. That's why this happened. But I feel like they both understand this. They may not say it out loud, but there's an immediate sense of peace and calm. We do have Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy here on this Spirit of Pentacles is actually the Queen of Pentacles. So it could be that somebody meets at work. Look, that bunny is there for a reason. This is a very, it could be around spring, just because bunnies represent fertility. And for these characters, they could have a very passionate romantic energy together. But But the fact that we have that hanged man, that perspective, it's almost like it'll all click into place. It'll be like, well, no wonder I was single. I had to be single until I met them. Now, all of a sudden, I am feeling lit. I am feeling very like my libido just went through the roof. Why did I not have libido for somebody else previously? Or why did I not find anyone? Why have I been single for a while? Why? Because I was supposed to meet them. They were supposed to meet me. There's something here about seeing it differently, seeing that the delays weren't delays at all. It was, as a kind of, I want to say someone's realizing that without knowing it, they were kind of like, quote unquote, saving themselves for the right person. And that could be just someone who's been single for a while now. And they're pretty hungry to give and receive. They're pretty excited to meet someone that they have this powerful attraction to, this powerful, it's a happy attraction. It's not big crazy lust. Even with the bunny there, there's still a sense of happiness that is exuded first. There's a sense of a wish come true, and there's a sense of wonder, and there's a sense of love and stability and growth. We don't have wands. This isn't like a big lusty lust at first sight. This is like, there's just something, I can look in your eyes and I can see, I like you, you know, there's, it's a moment where somebody is just like, I just knew. I feel like that's what this Sag will say about, you know, this person, and this person will say the same thing about Sag. I knew when I met you. I shouldn't have even been there that day, but something happened. It was just kind of a no nonsense kind of day. I was just doing the thing that some couple of changes. I took a different route to work, whatever it was. And then I turn around and I meet you, and I knew. I feel like that's going to be the story for both of these characters. They're going to understand what previous delays were about. They're going to understand why things had gone the way they had in their lives up until this point. They were like on a little collision course, a little miniature collision course to be able to cross each other's paths. Now, here's the thing, just because characters are on a little course where they get to cross each other's paths, that's where the serendipity ends, and now their decision-making processes have to begin. If these two were not interested in communicating or connecting or taking action on these emotions, then they would probably just be ships that pass each other by. So it's going to be important for these characters, if they feel some kind of way, to go ahead and say, hey, I'm so-and-so. Can I give you my number? Can I get yours? You know, they're going to have to take action when they encounter each other. Let me go back to the serendipity card. What happens the day that these two encounter each other? What is the serendipitous aspect of this? The Hanged Man and the Strength card. So we've got that Leo and we've got the Piscean energy. Is somebody waiting for a friend who takes freaking forever, to the point where they're even on the phone irritated with somebody, or someone's on the phone mad at them, and they're just like, oh, here we go again. I got to hear them, scream and shout, knock themselves out with all of their upsets. And I'm just this ear, this could be somebody who's sitting out in their car on their lunch break, and they are listening to a friend rant about stuff. And they're like, yeah, I know. Yep, you're right. That's a tough thing that you went through. They could be being the support system for someone else, which delays them, makes them sit outside on their lunch break, or they're just like, I am so delaying wanting to listen to a friend vent, even though I want to be a good friend to them. But there's something here about where there's a delay. Someone is either waiting for someone or intentionally delaying having to hear someone, because you see this one lion is roaring in the other's ears. I feel like it's not bad. I don't feel like they're involved in drama, but it definitely looks like somebody is delayed unexpectedly and someone else is being strong for someone, or this is all one and the same. But on this serendipitous day where they meet, it would make sense that they each have something that puts them at the right time, at the right place to deal with someone. I mean, heck, maybe this is one of them is standing in line waiting to be the next to be checked out, and the other person is the checker, and someone is particularly awful, and they're just like, yep, let them vent, let's finish them up. And then finally this person gets to step up to Sag, and they're like, wow, I can't believe how calm and cool you were with that person that was so rude. No, I didn't mind waiting. Trust me, you deserve, someone who would be patient with you after how patient you were. It could be something like that. This feels like strength and patience combined. that these two characters are displaying, no wonder they're right for each other, right? No wonder these both of these characters seem to have a lot of self-control, especially in the face of difficult things. Whoever this is, if there's a divine masculine involved, they could be very ripped, they look very fit, very powerful, and someone else comes across as just as fit, like spiritually, emotionally, very very self-possessed. And if that is how these two meet, is under duress or under circumstances where not everyone would keep their cool and their calm, that might be the other reason it's like, oh man, I really like what I see in you. And let's not forget, we have that, by the way, totally different decks, totally different artists, but you notice how this big blue circle is really important on both of them. I don't know what this is about. All I can say is there's some identifier here where there's a big old blue circle. Maybe it's on like an emblem on somebody's shirt. Maybe it's supposed to be a planet. Maybe somebody's wearing a, planet t-shirt. I saw it as like an abalone filled with water, or a water jug, or something that is a reflective material, a mirror, something along those lines. I don't know. This is a very interesting story with little minutia details to it, which are always the really fun ones to get to tell, because they come with itty bitty little nuances here and there. But there's something about the blue orb on the day these two meet. We got a King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I'm going to say somebody has dealt with a very sour individual the same day that they interact. Maybe this is a rude boss. Maybe this is a rude ex. Maybe this is a rude customer. But the bottom line is, what's so funny? You see the cosmos are behind this. It almost feels like, every time that there's something unpleasant, there always seems to be a gift behind the unpleasantness as well. If one or the other of them, or maybe both of them, have dealt with somebody unpleasant on the same day, I think that could be the other reason the cosmos is like pushing these two across one another's paths, because it's like, you guys both deserve something sweet today. You both deserve to meet somebody fabulous, especially on the heels of having to talk to or deal with someone who is so not fabulous. I gotta say, I always feel like that's the way things go. Anytime I'll get like a ton of hate mail on a certain day, it'll also be the same day that I get some of the most beautiful messages ever on my channel. And I always feel like it's such a balance of the universe. And that's what we see here. Like, these two are going to balance each other out so well, possibly on a day where this is the last thing they ever expected. But it's going to make sense. There has been a lot of patience involved. I keep thinking that this is a Sag who has not, like, had someone look at them with these eyes of like sheer, adoration in a long time. And this character is definitely looking at them in that way, and vice versa. This feels like somebody is just smitten with Sag. We've got the Ace of Swords. It's sideways. It's a two-way street. Both of these characters know that this is something special. There's no denying that. This is something special because it was sideways. It doesn't really make sense other than it's a light bulb, and it's a, it's kind of like my brain knows it, but so does some other universal truth. It just tells me this person is a gift. I got to meet this person today because it was my day for something wonderful. What happens with these two? We've got Justice. We've got Page of Cups. There is a reason that Sag gets to meet this person and vice versa. I think neither one of them has had a very fair run lately. I think they've both been mistreated by others. I think it's about time they get something sweet. They get a new love story. Again, with that open book. We saw the open book here as well, with the Inspiration of Pentacles. This is it's a whole new era for these characters. It's a whole new love story to write. It's a new person. It's a new kind of person. I don't think either one of them will have ever been with someone who is either as kind or patient or stable and mature as Sag is, and as they see Sag. So we have Libra energy. We have a lot of Pisces because we got it twice. We got Leo in here. We got Leo twice also. So it doesn't have to be any of those zodiacs, but we definitely see patience and we have strength. that has shown up heavily for these characters. I really liked this one. That was a nice and refreshing story for characters to have a chance to meet one another at a time when it's like it's so well deserved. It's so well deserved. Both of them have exhibited such, lovely energy and self-control that it's just really nice to see them meeting someone who reflects that back and having two characters like kind of be wowed by each other. That's a nice change to see. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. All right, you guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again, Tammy RL, Breadcraft, Jill. Hi. Heaven Sent and Hellvent. Good to see you. Love your name. Necessary Truths. Thank you for popping by. It's Happy New Year to you as well. Bye, guys. RL, thank you for the heart. Bye, everybody. Oh, and thank you for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you like the Sag readings and want more of them.